Everybody needs a little beacon like a fire in the night. So I'm working on believing that it could be me, that I could be the light. I'm not afraid, I am unbreakable. I'm not afraid, I am unshakable. I'm not afraid to be the light. La Yehudim hayta ora, La Yehudim hayta ora, v'simcha v'sason b'ikar. Yai nai 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 nai, 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 Yai nai 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 nai. I know that you're with me, I can feel you in the corner of my mind. So I'm taking what you're giving and I'm using it to help me be the light. I'm not afraid, I am unbreakable. I'm not afraid, I am unshakable. I'm not afraid to be the light. So from now on, I'll give the best of me. Yesterday's gone, a new one's ahead of me. So from now on, I'll be the light. La Yehudim hayta ora, La Yehudim hayta ora, v'simcha v'sason b'ikar. Yai nai 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 nai, 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 Yai nai 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 nai, Yai nai 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 nai.
Good evening, welcome, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We are so delighted that we can be together in sacred community this evening. Those who are our regular Shabbat community here at Temple Emmanuel of South Hills, those members of our first grade Torah Center class who are going to help to lead us in prayer, those members of our fourth grade Torah Center class who help to lead us in activities before the service, members of the extended Weisberg crew who are here to celebrate a remarkable weekend. It is a pleasure for all of us to be together, recognizing how great it is to be together in community on Shabbat. We begin, as we are wont to do, with words of Hine Matov. This prayer can be found on page 10 in the prayer book underneath your seats, or it can be found on the screens immediately before you.
Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. Hine ma tov, umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad.
In our activity for our first graders preparing for Shabbat, we recognize that Shabbat brings in all of our senses, and we already have our hands out. We might as well keep them out as we welcome Shabbat with, well, an old classic and favorite, words of Bim Bam, probably not in your prayer book, probably written somewhere deep in your heart, somewhere in the recesses of your memory and up on the screens before you.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, chiri biri biri bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, hey, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, chiri biri biri bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam.
And as David and Ricky will tell you, you just have to blink to go from singing Bim Bam to be seated here preparing for your son's Bar Mitzvah. Speaking of that son, Ozzy, would you bring your sister and your proud grandmothers up here as we turn to page 2 in our prayer books? Marty, Susie, Gail, please, would you join us as on page 2 we bring some extra light, some extra warmth into our celebration this weekend. All right. If you want to do one of the English readings, you're welcome to, or you can just light the candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Great job. Almost.
Oh, no,
There you go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav מדליק נר של Shabbat.
Thank you all so much. Congratulations. Not only to make it easier for them to get back to their seats, but in honor of Shabbat, could I invite you to rise if it is comfortable for you to do so, as on page 5 we continue with our Shabbat evening Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadesha be'ahava uv'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lamikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kifanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodeshecha be'ahava u'beratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen.
Hi. Please, you are welcome to be seated. First grade, did you get to sample any of the juice you made tonight? Olivia, how'd it turn out? Nora, what do you think? Fair enough. Fair enough. It's the removal of the skins and the pulp that really makes grape juice what it is. Keep at it. Keep at it. Friends, we turn in our prayer books now. We're on pages 20 and 21 as we continue our welcoming of Shabbat, imagining Shabbat to be personified and in our midst, adding special strength, adding sweetness, adding joy to this day. Words of Lecha Dodi, pages 20 and 21.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmiyanu el ha'meuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shem u'tiferet v'litila Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekavela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekavela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mekor haberacha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekavela התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, לך דדי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דדי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
If it is comfortable, we would invite you to rise.
בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני ים סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דדי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דדי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
We are sneaking so close to the holiday of Hanukkah, it snuck up on me, and I can't imagine I'm the only one in this room. So as we take this opportunity to turn to the people around you, to wish them a Shabbat Shalom, to say it is so good to see you, would you either share a little bit about your favorite Hanukkah, or if you're like me, would you share where you think they might be and you're going to go look for them as soon as you get home? And Marley will see if it's back up. I hear as much confusion as I feel. No, I hear the joy of seeing friends on Shabbat. Friends, when you have finished your greeting, you are welcome to find your seats as we turn in our prayer book, as we continue our greeting. We are on page 24 with words of Shalom Aleichem, page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Bochem l'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruchuni l'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzeitkhem l'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom,
right, friends, we turn in our prayer book now to page 28 for our Baruch praise, and I would love at this time to invite forward the members of our first grade class who are going to help to lead us in this prayer. All right, friends, first graders, come on up here. You've been practicing this.
You're so great. You're going to be so great. All right, you stand here. Perfect. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Us first. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
When we are retelling the stories of this moment, we're going to recount this not as the rabbi distracted by the malfunctioning cameras who forgot to ask you to rise, but the rabbi who was sensitive enough to make sure you had clear sight lines for our adorable service leaders. We're all on the same page? Fantastic. The following words of prayer can be found on the screen. They are a creative rendition of the prayer found on page 30, recognizing the onset of evening.
Ready? We're gonna roll. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Boreyam v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, mechoshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. So good.
And we continue on pages 34 and 35. All right, you've seen them enough. This time you can rise as we join together in our Shema affirmation.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto
le'olam va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
You guys did great.
You guys were amazing. Thank you so much. First grade friends, you are welcome to go back to your seats. Bar Mitzvah friend, would you come join us? Ozzy, would you make your way forward as a preview of coming attractions for tomorrow as we are led in the prayer found on page 36? We invite you to be seated. You go right. Do your thing.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושינתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Don't worry, we'll see more from him in just a few moments. But for now, we turn to page 40 in our prayer book, where we find our Mi Chamocha praise reminding us of the freedom that our ancestors experienced that we have an obligation to bring into the world in each and every new day.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osei v'ele, nora tehilot osei v'ele, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Malachutecha ra'u v'anecha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, zei li'anu ve'yameru, zei li'anu ve'yameru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osei v'ele, nora tehilot osei v'ele, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed.
As we have for the last 57 days, for the last 8 Shabbatot, we take this section of our service around Hashkivenu, around asking for God's shelter of peace and protection in this world, to send our thoughts of strength, our prayers for safety and healing across this world. We do so first with the words of the setting of Hashkivenu that can be found on the screen, the creative English word, adding to these traditional words of prayer.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu leShalom. Ve'ha'amidenu Shomreinu lechaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
On the bottom of page 259 in our prayer books, we find the English translation of our prayer for the state of Israel on page 259, and I would invite you to join me. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. We ask God's presence in the lives of all who are in need this Shabbat.
Ozi vezimrat ya vayehi li lishua. Ozi vezimrat ya vayehi li lishua. Zimrat ya vayehi li lishua. Ozi vezimrat ya vayehi li lishua. Ozi vezimrat ya
We turn back now to page 44 in our prayer books as we embrace Shabbat, a covenant, a sign for all times. On page 44, we join in the more uplifting words of Vishamru, not to shut out the events of the world, but to draw a sense of strength to face them anew.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam. Asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz u'bayom hashvi Shabbat Shabbat vayi nafesh Shabbat Shabbat vayi nafesh.
As we turn to page 46 for the start of our Amidah, the central portion of our worship this evening, it is a pleasure to invite Ozzy Weisberg back forward to join us in the leadership of this prayer. If it is comfortable for you to do so, we would again invite you to rise in body or spirit as we continue on page 46. You're doing great.
Adonai sifatai tifta ufia gita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagivor V'Hanara, El Yom, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Bekonei Hakol, V'Zocher Hastei Avot V'Imachot, Umevi Gula Livnei B'neihem, Lema Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hoser U'Mashiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atav Rav LeYoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Hayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Me'mit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiya Yeshua, V'ne'emanata l'chachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kdoshim b'chol yom l'chasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We continue with the traditional words of prayer through page 60 in our prayer books, praying silently and adding those special prayers that can only come from each of our own hearts. When you have finished your silent prayer this evening, we invite you to be seated.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amecha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
With the words of prayer found on page 253, we turn our thoughts to those in need of healing, healing of mind, of body, of spirit. If you are thinking of loved ones for this prayer for healing, our Mishaberach Lecholim, I would invite you to share their name with the community at this time.
Eugene Mahofsky, Francis Williams, John Paul Mahofsky. People of Israel, Gaza, and Ukraine. Jennifer Pickles. Joe Kaiser.
Baruch atah Adonai Rofeh HaCholim. Blessed are you, God, who brings a measure of comfort to all who are ill. And together we say, Amen.
Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBeracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imoteinu Mekor HaBeracha Lavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shleima, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
I'll be honest, I think my favorite movie of all time is the movie Shrek. What I love about Shrek is that it was able to deliver laughs for the grown-ups and for young people simultaneously. It could speak to two levels at the same time. I am nowhere near as good as they were, but I'm going to give it a shot with a sermon this evening. Your house is a square. No windows, only one door. Let me say that again. Your house is a square. No windows, one door. Where do you put the Chanukiah? Any takers? Anyone willing to give it a shot?
On the right side of the door as you enter, inside the house.
Ooh, inside the house by the door as you enter. Beautiful answer. Our sages go a slightly different direction.
In the living room.
It's kind of a trick question. In the living room sounds great, but where do they counsel us to put it? Outside. Why would we put our Chanukiah outside? Does the wind not blow where they lived? The answer, we're told, is to publicize the miracle. All right, your house is a square. No windows, only one door. Where do you place your Chanukiah? As you're facing the house, on the left or on the right? I'm going to give you this one because it's kind of a challenging one. You put it opposite the mezuzah, so that when you walk into your house, you have one commandment on your left, one commandment on your right, and you are good to go. Your house is a square. No windows, one door, but that door opens onto a courtyard. Where do you put your Hanukkah menorah? We know the answer is outside, but we got to get more specific than that. Nora, what do you think? Right. Closer to the road or closer to your house? What do you think? Closer to the house, because we want to get credit for the mitzvah. Save that answer for my next question. If you said further closer to the road to publicize the mitzvah, that any Jew walking past would know that it's time to celebrate Hanukkah and would go home and themselves light the candles, you would be correct. All right, your house is a square. No windows, one door. It's facing a courtyard with my house on one side and Ozzy's house on another side, and everyone's house is in that courtyard. And if you all put your Chanukiot right next to the street, how would you know who gets credit for having lit the candles? She's absolutely right. You put it kind of facing your house, but close to the road, so that if somebody's looking at it, there's a direct line from it to your house. So you've publicized the miracle, and people know that you have lit the candles. Your house is a square. This time it has one window, and that window faces the street. It has one door that faces the courtyard, but that courtyard has really high walls or fences so that nobody can see into your courtyard. Where do you put your Chanukiah? Everyone answered that one, in the window, because we know that the purpose of doing this mitzvah is that other Jews might see those candles. We're not publicizing the miracles to others who don't understand. We're publicizing it for ourselves so that other Jews know, it's time to light those candles. And if we don't put it near the window, if we put it in a walled-off courtyard, no one would ever get to see them. Your house is a square. One window facing the street. But there's a lot going on outside. There's a lot of trouble in the world. There's a lot of trouble right outside of your window. It does have one door facing a courtyard, but that courtyard has a very high fence. Where do you put your Chanukiah? Mavis, what do you think?
I think the answer to all the questions is on top of the flat roof.
On top of the flat roof, which was a gathering spot in the ancient world, unless it's snowing on you. Good answer, though. Emmy, what do you think? Where would you put it? Same place?
Yeah.
Awesome. Great choice. So if you put it in the... sorry, go ahead. Right? If you put it in the window where you want to publicize the mitzvah, but you know that there's just a lot going on in the world, maybe it might feel a little bit safer, or maybe you have a cat in the house who'd knock it over if it was in the window. So you put it right on your table. Why do you put it on your table? because you get partial credit for having lit the candles, even if you haven't publicized the miracle to others, if you're truly worried about your physical safety. So let's bring it a little closer to home. Your house is your home. It has a front door, even if you never use it and go in through the garage. It has bedrooms, it has pets, it has your family, it has windows facing many different directions, it has a table. Where do you put your Chanukiah? Ultimately, that's up to you. And young people in our room, I'm going to invite you to turn to your grown-up after the service and ask them where you should put it this year. But I'd encourage all of us this year to think about the why. Less the where, more the why. Why do we do this at all? Because lighting the candles is, in and of itself, a commandment. Because when we light the candles, when we put them in a visible place, we fill our homes with mitzvot. And when we put them in a really visible place, we have the chance, the opportunity, to remind not others, but other Jews of light and miracles, and that they are not alone at a time when they could need it most. Where you put your Chanukiah this year feels like it matters more than most. And I hope you think with the window and the door and the table, what's going to feel best for you. Shabbat Shalom. Nora, what do you think? Where are you going to put it? Fantastic.
That's a great choice.
I love it. I love it. Friends, can I invite you to turn back in your prayer books as we begin the process of concluding our service with words of Aleinu L'Shabach. We're on page 282. Page 282. When you find that page, we'd invite you to rise, if it's comfortable to do so, as we join together in prayer. Nailed it.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. On page 294 in our prayer book, we find words of Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's prayer. And at this time in our service, we remember those who have gone before us. We remember a longtime member whom we laid to rest yesterday, Bernice Frank. And we commemorate the yahrzeit, the passing of James Altman, Sarah Beckman, Sidney Brown, Sylvia Beyer, Sanford Cooperman, Mervyn Daniels, Margaret Fisher, Bertha Fox, Alvin Friedman, Violet Gross, Zelda Judd, George Kaplan, Donald Landay, Dorothy Latterman, Rose M. Lightman, Harry Marcus, Abraham Neiman, Nettie Protas, Dr. Samuel Raphael, Margaret Reisman, Rebecca Revson, Rhoda Ringelheim, Bernard Rodney, Harry E. Sable, Barbara Sadkin, Daniel Schmerling, Sigrid Schwartzwelder, Elliot Smolin, Solomon C. Weinstein, and Helen Zosky. If there are others whom you are remembering this Shabbat, or if I've inadvertently mispronounced the name of a loved one, I would invite you to share their names at this time.
All who have passed due to the HIV/AIDS epidemic.
Words of Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's prayer, can be found on page 294. We would invite you to rise in sympathy and support of those who mourn, as together we affirm, Yit Gadal V'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Melma Divrach Hirutei V'Yamlich Malchutei B'chayechon Uvyomechon Uvchaye Dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala Vizman Kariv V'Imru Amen. Yehe Shemei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam U'Lamei Almaya Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitpa'ar V'Yitromam V'Yitnaseh V'Yithadar V'Yit'aleh V'Yithalal Shemei D'Kudsha B'Richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechamata Damiran B'Alma V'Imru Amen. Yehe Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya V'Chayim Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mroma Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. May their memories be for us an everlasting blessing. You are welcome to be seated. And to extend a tremendous thank you to all who helped us in the leadership of our service, our wonderful first grade class. Thank you for your participation, your willingness to chime in our prayers and in our sermon. A tremendous thank you as well to Mrs. Levin and McFerrin and Sam Frederick and everyone who helps to make our first grade class and our fourth grade class. I see you fourth graders. Thank you for helping during our activity as well. The amazing Torah Center program that it is. Again, before you blink, they are ready for a Bar Mitzvah, and it is a pleasure to get to celebrate with the Weisberg family. Ozzy, you are amazing this evening, and a fitting preview of coming attractions for tomorrow. I can't wait to get to celebrate with you and with your family. Our closing song before we head off to a sweet celebration of our time together tonight, Olam Chesed Yibaneh. We have a chance, each of us, to build this world from love.
Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, 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 Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, 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 Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai. Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadadai. I will build this world from love. Yadadai, Yadadai. And you must build this world from love. Yadadai, Yadadai. And if we build this world from love, Yadadai, Yadadai, then God will build this world from love, Yadadai, Yadadai.
Please, we hope you will join us for a sweet oneg immediately outside of these doors. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, you guys.
Oh, say shalom, b'imroma. Oh, say shalom, b'imroma. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom.